Hello. How is everybody doing today? Looks like we're live. I won't be surprised if nobody shows up tonight, if everybody's getting as nice of weather as we have today. It's beautiful outside. The sun is shining, the snow is melting. Maybe someday we'll have no more snowbanks in the not so distant future. So welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and I have been going live every day in March for a series I'm calling March Madness, which, yes, is a reference to basketball. Everybody knows college ball is very popular in the US. We don't live in the US, but my boys are pretty top-notch basketball fans, so it has always been a thing in our home. And March Madness for me means all the challenges for scrapbooking and scrapbooking daily. So that is what I'm going to try to do this month, is to scrapbook every day. And while I'm doing so, I'm going to tackle these two challenges: Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, Series 14, and Calvin Ball, the craziest, most unpredictable and exciting online scrapbooking and crafting game on the internet. So this is the sketch that I'm working with today from Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, and it is by Ashley. So that is where I'm starting, and I'm actually turning the sketch this way, partly because of an element that I want to use and partly because of the photos that I chose. So that is where we're starting today. I am also just going to roll with it because I didn't really work very hard at prepping this layout. I'll be 100% honest. These are the supplies that I had out yesterday for the most part. So I am using more photos from Universal Studios. So I just kept going with the, what was this called? Family Fun collection from Simple Stories. And I kept out all the same things that I had out yesterday, essentially. And I added this. So I had this little thing, and it is a cut file, laser cut. I purchased it. I didn't cut it myself. Yeah, so I'm going to use that. And I'm just going to set this aside for a second. And we'll make the base of our layout. Okay, so I am going to be using this Bo Bunny double dot, it's called, but it's actually grid on one side and ledger on the other. So I'm going to use the grid side because grid is on the Calvin Ball list and I want my points. So I've said many times on my channel, if you've followed me at all, I absolutely loved these Bo Bunny double dot designs. I love the tone-on-tone backgrounds, and I love that they were cardstock. So I know Simple Stories was making something similar. I haven't seen it in a while. I'm worried that they discontinued, but it was in their Color Vibe series, so I'm hoping that it'll reappear soon. This particular one is called Wasabi Journal, in case anybody is wondering. But like I said, it's long since out of print. I just have a very quickly dwindling stack of them, and when I do see them secondhand or on clearance somewhere, I do pick them up. All right, so that is that. Before I came on, I did cut out a big circle because I wanted to do that over where my glass mat is. I don't like to have my glass mat on camera just because it gives a glare. So I don't like that. I still have out my Distress ink, Black Soot, and we're going to work with that to distress the edges of our gingham piece. So gingham is also on the list. This was not in the kit that I pulled out. I pulled it off of my rainbow. I have, like, to my left, I have like a tall wire rack that has like rainbow papers, and I just grabbed a black and white stack and pulled this one out. It's actually a Halloween paper, but I didn't have the collection. I just had this one single. Actually, I had two of them, 2 sheets of this. And I thought that'll do the trick because guess what was added to the list today? Gingham. So we're going to go with that. So I am just going to tack that down on one side first, and then we'll worry about the rest. go. Just feel like I missed some spots with the ink. Go over it. Maybe I didn't do the inside. I thought I did, but maybe not. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm going to flip this. I'm just going to put this on here. Okay, and then this is what I chose just out of my scraps. It's a Valentine's paper, but I wanted a stripe, but I wanted it to be tone on tone, which I didn't have in my collection. So I just grabbed that out of my scraps, which just sit to my left here. And that's what I'm going to use to back this cut file. So I think I'm just going to something like that. Super simple. Okay, so I'm just going to set these aside while I do that so I don't get glue on everything. Excuse me. I started coughing last night. I hope I'm not getting sick. I know my coworker was sick this week, and she did come in one day, which I was honestly kind of grateful for because we had a lot going on, but also I don't have time to be sick. Okay. So hopefully it's not that. Hopefully it's just all there is like snow mold everywhere. And I think that makes me feel ick. Just going to pop this out. There was a piece hanging in there. So I'm just going to go around the outside with my white glue first. Hi, Susan L. You see green for St. Patty's Day? Yeah. Oh, gosh. Yeah, see, like, and that's the thing. It's not like a day or two. It seems like whatever is going around lately is really sticking to people. And I'm like, I don't want to. I was so sick at Christmas time, and then I stayed sick for like 6 weeks, and I have no desire to go back to that. That was awful. But like I said, there's snow mold everywhere. I don't usually get like allergies like some people, like where it's kind of takes over their whole body for a while, but I do get irritated by the melting of the snow. And sometimes of things like not so much like my nose and eyes and stuff, but my skin gets super itchy if I'm in the garden and stuff. Okay, so I think that's good. And I'm just going to cut that down with my trimmer. Apparently. Okay. I feel like I'm kind of losing it. I did have 2 pairs of scissors sitting in front of me. Where did they go? Now I have 0 pairs of scissors sitting in front of me. What the heck? Maybe I'm crazy. Who knows? Just do not see them. Cut that one down. And I've had this like forever, since probably we went there in 2014. So I'm excited to use that up. It's going to go over here. I'm just going to put the lid back on my glue so that I don't let it dry out. Minnesota. Is that what that stands for? MN? I don't know. I'm from Canada, so sometimes I'm not 100% sure of my American knowledge. But yeah, we didn't have any snow for a really long time. And then in February, it was like winter was like, oh yeah, we forgot to do this. And we got so much snow. Even like 2 weeks ago, it was snowing so heavily we could barely function around here. It was brutal. I need to move this. Falls down on me. I am very confused about where my scissors went. Anyway, I don't need them yet, but I'm very confused. All right, so I was thinking something like this, and then see where all these lines are? Like it looks like border strips maybe, or like washi. Could have been any number of things, but I feel like, yes, Minnesota. Okay, good. Yeah, and we have like huge snowbanks still, but it is warm. Like today, I don't know what it would be in Fahrenheit, but it was like plus 15 degrees Celsius. So it's like the snow's melting and it's all going away. But it's just definitely not like I see other people posting pictures of like the tulips and daffodils are up. I'm like, yeah, no, that is not happening here. Okay, well, I do have an extra pair of scissors nearby, so I'm just going to pull those out because I have no idea what I've gotten myself into over here and how my scissors disappeared. It's very strange. I haven't gone anywhere, and I did prep for a crop this morning that I'm hosting at my local scrapbook store next weekend, so I know I had them when I was doing that, but what did I do with them? They grew legs and walked away. Okay, so I was going to next pull one of these. I thought maybe a row of tickets would be fun to add. So I'm just going to cut right from the bottom of this sheet and use this, like, this is from that Family Fun collection. And on this side, it's tickets. And on the other side, it's like this. What was this game called? Galaga? Yes, Kenzie, I am in Canada. I'm in Alberta. Still very wintry here. There we go. Look at that. So that's fun. So I'll put that on here too. So that's going to be one of my lines. And then I want a line of something else, but I don't know what. Maybe you guys can help me decide. I feel like also my list could help me decide, right? So I have my Calvin Ball list here somewhere. And it says polka dot paper. I don't have any polka dot paper. I could use a strip of polka dot paper. Okay, let me find one. And I was doing a lot of different things this morning, so I have a little bit of an almost craft lunch over here on my right-hand side. So I'll try not to let that take over my life. Polka dot, polka dot, polka dot. Ooh, here's one. This is fun. How about this polka dot? And then I think I kind of want something that like gives me all the colors. I already cut off that side. Oh, well, that's okay. I'll just put that off there because I want it to be the whole length. So maybe I'll go 3/4 of an inch. I'm not going to make them all the same size just because already these two are very different, but is this 3/4 of an inch also? No. Okay. So this and this And then I kind of want something that's going to bring all of them together, which I think should be this star paper. Right? So I think that'll bring all the colors together. And this one can be, do I want this one to be a little bit bigger maybe? So that it brings all those colors in. Because it's my multicolor piece. That's kind of too tall though. Like, Okay, I'm going to set that to the side and think about it for a minute. These are my well, those are two of my photos. Now am I losing my pictures too? Maybe they're hiding with my scissors. There it is. Okay, so yeah, see how that's a little bit too tall? So here's my sketch in case you're wondering where I'm getting my inspiration from. I turned the sketch 90 degrees. Maybe I just have to like overlap a little instead of separating them. I kind of like this maybe on the bottom. Maybe this up here. You know what else I could have done is I could have used the sticker. There is a border sticker on the sticker sheet that I just noticed. This is striped paper. All right, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I want to do at the moment. We'll just roll with it, okay? Okay. So then I'm going to add, I have my journaling and my date here on this little, it's just kind of like a ledger paper that I cut probably as a scrap, and then it was just in my, I have this little box of, it says journaling spots, and it just has some of these like notebook thingies from back in the day that have like lined paper, but then it also has some spots from different collections and stuff that I just have all together now because those collections are gone. And I want my title to be Studio Tour. I have not picked my alpha. I think I'm going to go with, I also might need those. I was going to do blue or turquoise. I kind of like this one. But will it stand out on that green? I don't know. I also have these. I don't think I have all the right letters though. Well, then I have these. They are glittery and chipboard. Those would get me some points. Maybe I'll go with that. Okay. Studio Tour. I want my viewfinder. That was also on that list. Okay, so I can't even begin to tell you guys how weirded out I am by the fact that my scissors are not anywhere here. That's just very strange. And like, not, it's one thing when one pair goes missing because it probably means I just like set them down somewhere, but both pairs, like what are the chances of that? Should I put them in here? No. It's just so strange. Anyway, I wonder if they fell. Still don't see them on the floor either. Okay, I'm just gonna try really hard to let it go, even though it's not going very well. Okay, so let me see. I want let's start down here because I feel like I kind of have a good idea of what I want to happen at the bottom here. I want to just ink up the edges of my polka dot paper, and I want that to be my first strip of those strips on the sketch that I turned. And like, that's kind of cool that somebody made a sketch with those strips on there, because people are always talking about like how to use up those border strips that are left over at the end of your layouts. So how's that for a great idea? Okay. This one, do I want to pop this up? Yeah, kind of. It's pretty cool. Or do I want it to be, you know what? I kind of like the idea of having that as my top piece. And maybe the tickets get popped up. Okay. Really? You guys are planting crops already, Susan? That's amazing. Yeah, no, that pretty sure the ground's still frozen here. I know, I'm so excited about the sunshine too. It's just been so nice to like go to work and the sun is coming up and come home and the sun hasn't gone down yet. Because I really struggle in the wintertime with that whole, especially now that my work day is so long and I don't have a time outside. So like I used to work in a school. So my day was only 6.5 hours long. And yes, our days do get that short. So there were some times where it felt like we were going to work in the dark and coming home in the dark. But it was more like going during sunrise and coming home during sunset. Plus, I used to do supervision at recess time. So I would see the sunshine, like I'd be outside at various times of the day or on field trips or whatever. But that does not happen anymore because I'm in an office. And I mean, I could make up my own field trips. Maybe that's what I need to do in the wintertime. I need to be like, now would be a great time to start planning things outside of the office. No, that's just a recipe for cancellation. We actually did have something planned out of town in the fall, and we got a wicked snowstorm. I think it was like October though, so we felt like we were pretty safe planning. And then we ended up not being able to go. We still haven't planned that again for the spring, so probably should get on that. Making up my old field trips, my own, not old, I'm old. Making up my own field trips since I can't go on cool ones anymore. One of my friends, so one of the jobs in the school division that I worked in was called physical literacy coordinator. And physical literacy means basically learning how to read the world by being out in the world. So it included things like going to the grocery store or going to a coffee shop, or, of course, there were things like farms and anyway, various outings like that to help people with disabilities understand the outside world, right? And my friend she's covering the mat leave of the girl who normally does that. And she's like, today I took this school to Carywood Nature Center, and tomorrow I'm taking this school to Cary. And I was like, man, you got it made over there. That sounds like fun. Just doing all the field trips. I wouldn't trade her jobs though, I promise. Hi, Brianna. How are you? Oh, I'm so glad you're here live again. That's awesome. Yeah, go out for a smoke. I don't smoke. There are other people that do. I could go stand with them. I feel like I would look pretty weird standing out there, just not partaking. I don't know. I don't go for smoke breaks. I do try to leave though on my lunch break because I'm like, let's get out of here. Okay, so I have this. I have these. I'm wondering if I should mount my photos. You're getting ready to open our guess. Yeah, if it's springtime. You have to wait till May 1st to go camping. Is there a reason for that? Like here, there's no camping, obviously, because we do have like people that go on the lakes in the winter because it freezes solid enough for people to like go ice fishing and stuff. But we're at that in-between stage where please nobody go on the lake, right? It's dangerous. A tiny house on a lake. Yes, a scrapbooking tiny house. Can you make it not tiny? Can you make it big enough for everybody? Brianna, that would be fun. Washington State. Yes. Really? It's over 70 degrees in the Seattle area. Nice. I love that. You have a seasonal spot. That's kind of exciting. My aunt and uncle used to have that, and we used to go out there, especially when my boys were like younger. They used to like going out there and going quadding and stuff because we didn't do that sort of thing in our family, like in our immediate family. That was kind of a thing they did with my auntie and uncle, who now moved to Texas because they could, and it's warm. And who wants to live in Canada forever? They'll be back. They're going to need our healthcare system, right? They're getting old. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Make it big. Make it a big cabin so that we can all scrapbook together. Okay. We'll do potluck style. You won't have to cook or anything. It'll be fun. I actually went to a thing like that one time. I think it was some kind of retreat house, but it was this like what had at some time in history, I'm sure, of that family been a like ginormous farmhouse for a really big family. And yeah, we would go there. I only went once. My mom went a couple more other times, but and they had this whole big, like, I don't know what you would call it. It would be like, I guess, like a great room, I suppose. And in the great room, we would have tables set up and we would scrapbook in there. And then we would, there was like enough bedrooms where we all like crashed. And there were like, we all shared a room with a friend. And if you didn't know anybody, you just like found another like single person to go with. But yeah, it was so fun. And then they had like a commercial kitchen in the house at that point where they like cooked us food, and they were from, I want to say Sweden, but I could be wrong. But anyways, I don't know, they should have been like restaurateurs because their food was incredible. Pretty sure I went home 10 pounds heavier just from eating the meals. And they had a whole different area that was a dining room that seated all of us. It was amazing. But I can't remember what it was called. It was some kind of ranch. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Scrapbook adventure for sure. I might cut this one down to a 3x3. I don't know. I'm going to leave it for now. And I'm going to put my title down. The room you scrapped in was small. Yeah, it was fun. The one we scrapped in was not small. It was, I couldn't believe how big it was and that it was in somebody's house. Whoever had originally built that house did not, like, it was originally built for a family. It was an old, like, very well-to-do family home at some point. It's probably one of the oldest homes we have here in Western Canada. But it's amazing. So fun. Of course, it's always fun to just get together with your friends. I know I had a text this morning from a friend that is at a retreat right now, and she's like, I wish you were here. And I was like, yeah. I'm all retreated out at the moment, but yes, that looks like a lot of fun. Okay, so I was going to do my title next. Oops. You know what else I was going to do? Stitching, of course, but with my stamp because I'm not actually going to stitch. A pool and a hot tub. We had a hot tub at that one I went to too, but there's no pool. Oh, this one was like your average like house. Like it had the great room where we were scrapbooking, and then the dining room where we ate were on the main floor, and then we all of the bedrooms were on the second floor. And then they had houses like outside of there for like the people who worked there, like the ranch hands and stuff, because it was a fully functional ranch also with animals and everything. There. Stitched. Clean my stamp. I was gonna put the lid on that without putting the thing back in. No wonder I lost my scissors today. Welcome to my life. Okay, lid. Don't stick your arm in it. Okay, so a retreat on the ocean. I've never done that before, but I don't live anywhere near the ocean, so it would be a long way to go for scrapbooking. I'm definitely a landlocked person. Oh, really? Yes, I would love to do that. By Sundry? The one I went to was by Edmonton, but that sounds fun too. I'll have to look at that. Sundry's not too far. Actually, one of my scrappy friends lives in Cochrane. So that might be fun for us. Okay. Tour. T-O. Just going to flip this as best I can without making a big mess, I hope. These never stay, hey? You are now I'm starting to second guess myself and wonder if I should put studio tour down here where it says Universal Studios studio tour. No, I don't get it. I already don't like the way it looks. Decision made. Studio. There it is. All right. And then maybe I'll put the year down there so that I have something else that's blue in this blue. 1, 2, 14. 10 years ago, you guys. Good thing I have another trip planned to California. It's been too long. The last one my family took, I didn't get to go. I was so sad. Yeah, I like the blue on it too. Yeah, I do love the ocean. I don't know if I'd want to live by the ocean. I actually really, really came to love the east coast of Canada last 2 years ago when I went for my first trip out there. Oh my God, it was so amazing. But I also have only done one road trip along the Oregon coast. And oh my God, you guys, bucket list, do it if you haven't. It's amazing. Okay. I think I actually want this kind of like here coming out of this bottom piece because I don't need to show the whole thing there, right? Just some of it. So I'm going to do foam tape, pink first. You grew up in Scotland? I've never been overseas, but I'm going in May to Ireland. It'll be my first time out of North America. Yes, Scotland is also on my list. We'll see. I might have zero list when I come back because I'm very scared of the plane. So, not the plane itself. Scared of airplane bathrooms. But anyway, that we don't need to talk about my weird fears. Okay, so I am gonna cut this one down to a 3x3. I just think I'll like the look of it better. And I'm gonna put some in the drawer. Is big enough? No. Let's see, what else do I have? There we go. Yeah, May. I know. And you know what? That was a coincidence. I've heard other people say that too, that May is probably the best month to be there. And that just happened to be when, because my husband's he teaches at a post-secondary institution. And so that just happened to be when it worked for him and didn't interrupt other family things that we have going on. So it was awesome. I'm excited. Yeah, I know, right? You can laugh at me. It's okay. It's very strange that I have these weird anxieties. Would you believe that I have never used the bathroom on a plane? I'm just afraid of them. So I don't think I'm going to make it all the way to Ireland without using the bathroom on a plane. But anyway, we shall see what happens. And I fly all the time, like all the time, because my family lives in 3 different provinces across Canada, and Canada is not small. If I was going to drive to my son's house, it would take me 38 hours. So I fly all the time, but it's never, no, not doing it. Yeah, no, I don't think I can go 9 hours. You live in Seattle? Oh, yes, traveling to the UK. I know, I'm so excited. You live in Seattle, you're good with rain. I bet. What scared me off? Well, probably just my weird friends. who have traveled to Europe. Anyway. They talked about how, so one of my friends, when we were teenagers, and at this point in my life, I had only flown to like, I don't know, what was the furthest flight I'd been on? Maybe, I guess I had gone to Quebec. So what's that flight like from Edmonton? Probably like 4 or 5 hours. Anyways, I had a friend who went to England for a shooting competition, and because the bathroom was so small, she decided she was gonna flush while she was sitting, and it didn't go well. So her story really freaked me out. I think that's where the fear came from, and my fear is probably completely unwarranted, and it'll probably be fine. But my doctor says, oddly, I am not the only person to have this concern. So she offered medication if I need it. Yeah. So what can you do, right? So what do you, I have weird fears. I also have like serious anxiety about other things. So I just don't need that extra one in my life. I wish it would go away. Okay. So everything is on here. I'm not going to glue everything down. Although these are a little bit sticky, so they're making me nervous, but they'll probably be okay. I want to embellish a little so that, and I had this little bowl that I started before I came on, and then I realized what time it was. I'm like, I don't have time for that. So I do have a viewfinder. Where's my punch? I'm going to punch out my viewfinder. And these are just printables from Nicole Jones 911. She is a fellow Canadian scrapbooker, and she has a little website. It doesn't have a ton of stuff on it. She does some fun like classes and stuff. I used to watch her YouTube channel, and I say used to because I just haven't watched a lot of YouTube lately. I'm still subscribed to her and everything. She's lovely. She's a hockey grandma, typical Canadian. But she has these printables, and these are my favorite thing. These little viewfinders, especially during Calvin Ball, because it always seems to be on the list. Oh, are you leaving, Kenzie? Okay, thanks for coming and thanks for chatting. My finished layout will be up on Instagram later tonight if you're interested in checking it out. Ooh, maybe I should tuck this in too. Got a frame. Got my viewfinder. I have a doily and some lace, but I'm not sure they're going to make the cut today. What else do I have? Get rid of this foam tape. It's huge and it takes up so much space. Okay, I also have these clapper things, which I kind of like, and I have like a metal one too. So I think I'm going to try and find a place for one of those. And then I'm going to, I think I might just use this sticker. But then I feel like it's a bit too long for what I have going on here. I need something smaller. I'm going to go to my, where's my, I have some 49 in Market ones that are all different sizes and stuff. So maybe I can use one of those. And I feel like if I use this, it would kind of balance out that. You know what I'm saying? So we'll probably cut that down. So that's going to go in there. Which clapper do I want to use? I think I'll use one of these. Something like that. I'll put those back. This is done. Do I want some of these tickets? No, I already have tickets on there. But I did look at these film reels, which I kind of like. Don't know if I want one or not. I will set it to the side. I like these stars. A little bit of sticker stuck to my finger. That one. Anything on here? Ooh, we got an arrow. I could use an arrow for sure. What else? Any word strips? Nothing that really. There's this little one that says movies. So just might bring the blue up into this cluster here. But I do like this. Got all the colors we're going with. What else? Okay, let's bring in the Calvin Ball list and see what else we wanted to add that wasn't on our little stack of things from yesterday's layout. I'm going to move this. I wonder if there's a smaller doily I could use because it's not too hard to get a doily on. Maybe this one. Go. And that's a die cut doily, so I could also get a point for that. Just gonna move these. Whew. Again, trying not to drop everything in sight. All right, we got stars, we got polka dot paper, we got an arrow, we got handwritten journaling, and a heart. Yes, and a stamp. Did I stamp anything? Oh yeah, I stamped my stitches and a date. Oh, I also stamped my date. Striped paper. Yeah, we used that tone-on-tone stripe back here. Stitching. A butterfly. Probably not. Torn paper. I didn't do that today. Paper clip. Definitely could get a paper clip. You can always get a paper clip in there, right? Which one should I use? Are you leaving too, Brianna? Thank you for coming. I appreciate when you guys come in and chit chat with me. It makes me really happy. Have a good night. Paper clip. Let's see. You know what? I used to have these little teeny mini ones. I wonder if I still... Where would I have put them? Probably in here. Nope, I don't think so. I have a gold one. I can use a gold one. I used to have black ones though. I wonder where they all went. Maybe I used them all. Probably last year at Calvin Ball I used them all. But I'm thinking because I really like the size of these ones. Tweezers. There we go. I used to have a bunch of black ones that size. So I kind of liked that. I think I'm going to right here, paper clip. Nice. Maybe I'll leave those out. What else we got? We did talk about lace, but I didn't feel like it went on here. A rainbow. No. A doily. Yeah, we got a little one on there. Washi. No, but I could probably get a little thing of washi on here. What do I have? Oops. Now I'm throwing stuff. What about... Where's my... I had one that kind of looked like stitching. Let's see. Could I do this one? It will probably blend in really significantly. I think it might be fun. Like not too much of a stretch, you know? There we go. Okay, so washi, yes. Can barely tell it's even there, but it is. Washi cut file, yes. Sketch, yes. Use up a product. Well, I guess if I emptied that from the cut file, right? Like, because it was a whole product, I emptied the package. I'm going to count that. Use up a product. Fussy cut. I did not fussy cut anything today. But I do have some. Where are they? Here, I have some images that are pre-cut. And I think there are gears, which would get me a different point. So I could put one back here. There we go. Fussy cut. You know what I'm seeing too is this. Oh no, that's not what I want. I thought I saw a different kind of arrow, but okay. So stamped and fussy cut piece, film strip, yes. Memorabilia, no. A grid, yes. A bunny, no. A plaid, no. Banner, pennant, or flag. No, but I could probably find one, right? A banner, a pennant, or a flag. Let's see. Oh, you know what I have? Hang on. So I don't see one in there. I do have this little mini punch that makes flag banner shapes. There's that piece that I cut off. It was kind of like, there we go. From that dot down below, and then we could bring that same paper up to our other, oops, clusters. The background paper, I counted it as my grid paper, so I didn't want to count it twice. I don't think I can. You tried Calvin Ball before, Susan? You got so overwhelmed. Yeah, it does get kind of like, it's fun in the beginning, especially when there's like just a small list. It's almost like a take 5 challenge. And then it like explodes into this like whole other thing, you know? It's kind of crazy. But I've been having a lot of fun with it. You'll stick one coming out of here. So there we go. Flag banner, pennants, a frame. I got a frame there. A frog, no. Wood veneer. Where's my minis? I have mini wood veneer. Let's see. I could put a tree. That gets me another point. Does a tree even go with this layout? Who knows? It's just the first one I saw when I opened it. Ooh, a wood veneer button. How about that? Covers a couple, doesn't it? There's also a wood veneer butterfly. I just don't think butterflies go. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like to get too crazy about putting things on that I don't feel like work with my layout, but sometimes I do. Today I don't feel like it. How's that? Wood veneer, gears, yes. Vellum, no. Pocket, no. Acetate, yes. This piece is acetate. A die cut, yes. That piece was a die cut. A bird, no. Chipboard, my letters are chipboard. Avocado, flower, probably not going to put a flower on here either. Sequins, viewfinder, glitter, stenciling, theme park, face, photo corner, splatter, tag. Did I use a tag? No, but I could tuck one somewhere, couldn't I? I have this punch too that makes like smaller tags. So I feel like I could use one of those. Maybe. So if I just put that orange piece in there. Nope, did not work, did it? Nope, sure didn't. You have to hold it while I push down. There we go, something like that, a little tag. And to color orange, there you go, got orange on there too. Doing all the things. Now I do feel like I have to add these to add that color in somewhere else. Anyway, camera. No, but I do have a clapper. Beach, snow, bee, shamrock, llama, gold. No. Hedgehog, airplane, tickets, yes. Stickers, yes. Aqua and teal. I guess those little flag banners are. Bow, a leaf, a pear, a button. Multi-photo, 1, 2, 3. Mushrooms, tree, key. No. Twine and eyelet, did not use this time. And pink and birdhouse and gingham. Okay. Well, I don't think I'm going to add anything else. So let's see if I can. I don't think I'll beat my 50-point score yesterday, but I did get a good amount of points today. So let me see. One layout, check. I also did a different project this morning while I was working on prepping for my crop on the weekend, which I'm kind of excited about. Kenzie, you're back. And then I made a video, so that's a point. And then I'm going to post to the gallery and on Facebook with Chrissy's Beautiful Life group, and on Instagram and on YouTube. So that's my points for that side. And then on here we have I did the sketch this way, but yes, I did work from a sketch, didn't I? Oops. You know what? I switched the wrong paper out. Haha, silly girl. So, stars, polka dot paper, arrows, yes. Handwritten journaling, heart, stamp, date, striped paper, stitching, no butterflies, no torn paper, a paper clip, lace, rainbows, doilies, washi, cut file, sketch, used up a product, fussy cut, film strips, memorabilia, grid, Rain Bunny Rabbit Plaid. Oh, I see what you're saying. This one was plaid. Yeah, I counted it as gingham. So I guess it could be either one. But either way, I get a point for it. Banner and pennant flags. A frame. A frog. A wood veneer. Gear. Vellum, no. Pocket, no. Acetate. Die cut. Die cut doily. Bird, no. Chipboard letters. And avocado, no. Flower, no. It's hard to tell these ones now because some of them are crossed out, but I'm going to work with it. And they're so tiny because I have to print small. Sequins, I did not know. Viewfinder, enamel dots are crossed off. Glitter, yes. Stenciling, no. Theme park, yes. Faith, no. Photo corners, no. Splatter, no. Dinosaurs, no. A tag, yes. The color orange. The camera, no. A beach, a bee, a shamrock, a llama. The color gold. Hedgehog, airplane, ticket. There we go. Sticker, the color teal. Bow, leaf, pear, a button. Multi-photo layout. Mushrooms, key, tree. Twine, eyelet. Pink, no pink, birdhouse, and gingham paper. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 43. 43. So no, not as big as yesterday, but I still done good. So thank you, everybody who came out today and watched me live, especially those who chit-chatted with me. Kenzie, Susan, and Brianna. I really appreciate you guys. That just makes my time here so much more fun. Is your green? It isn't avocado green. No, it's like a Kelly green. Does it look like that on camera though? Yeah, probably. Yeah, actually, now that I'm looking at the screen, it kind of does. But in real life, it's more of a Kelly green. Thanks for rooting for me though. I like that idea. I like where you're going with that. I like where your head's at. Okay. Well, I think that's it for today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, everyone. If you're watching from the future, please leave a comment. I love to know that you were here. I love chatting with you guys. It makes me really happy. Oh, thanks, Kenzie. I love having you guys here. And yeah, if you have any questions or comments, you can leave them in the comment section and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. And I hope everybody has a great rest of your evening. And I will be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. All right. Bye for now.